Welcome back to the anime list of all times. In my opinion, we are at number 32. 32 of the anime list. I can't wait to get to number 31 because everyone's going to be bitching complaining. But that's the next video. This video is about the next anime on the list, and it's Wasteful Days of a High School Girl. This is probably my favorite anime when it comes to sub. Now, why is it not higher on the list if it's my favorite sub anime? Well, because it's not because I don't know anything about Japanese. I think the anime is fucking fantastic, and I think it's really fucking good. If you want to know more about the anime, I'll leave a link in the description down below because I already did a 17-minute review of it, okay? So check that review out. It's also on my anime review playlist, I hope. I don't keep track of that, even though there's like 90 reviews of that animes on that fucking playlist, but whatever. This anime, it's funny, it's nonsense, and it feels like there's a lot of crazy shit happening. It's pretty much girls going to a high school and they're just being wasteful. They're not doing shit in the school, and one's fucking lazy, and all she cares about is making fucking jokes. I think my favorite character is the girl with blonde hair because she's more nuts than everyone else because she likes to jump through trees or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it, but I like it to some extent. It's a really fucking good anime. I highly recommend you watch it no matter what because it's my favorite sub anime. What now then? With that being said, why does it not get higher on the list? I had the discussion of this anime and I thought about putting it in the top 20, but I decided to put it at number 32 because of two reasons. One reason is the fact that there's too many characters and you have 12 episodes to establish all the characters in the anime, and that's really hard to do sometimes depending on the structure of the anime. If you don't have, it's like, for example, let's make an anime that I've never said on this channel, like, I don't know, like Assassination Classroom. That has a lot of characters, but the thing about that anime though is that it's long as hell. This anime only has 12 episodes, and that's where it's David Grace. That's the main reason why, because you can't establish all the characters. There's a lot of characters to get recognized in less than 13 episodes, and that's where it doesn't go down because you can't structuralize some of the stuff. It's funny as fuck, I have to agree, but the thing is the fact that it's so fucking. You're trying to establish every character and what their quirks and stuff, and then you just lose track of them at the very end of the anime. I complained about this in my anime review that my favorite character stopped showing up at the second half of the anime, and that's why I did not like that. That's the main reason why it's not in the top 20. The second reason the second reason is the fact that most of the characters that interact with each other, it's mostly 3v3. So pretty much all the characters don't really interact with each other all the time. It's always three characters, and three characters. I mean, at least in the Assassination Classroom, all the characters interact with each other at some point in some extent. This anime, however, only has three, three, and three. Sometimes they interact with each other, but they don't interact with each other all the time. That's the other reason why I do not think this anime deserves to be higher on the list. But it's still funny as fuck, and it's my last sub anime. So this anime is my favorite sub anime. It's my favorite anime that I can't watch it in English dub because there's no English dub to begin with. I still think it's funny as fuck. I still think that I highly recommend you watch it because if I did a sub anime list, this will be at number one, no, hands down. It's better than Kuroko no Basketball. But that being said, though, I do recommend you watch my 17-minute review of it if you want to get the gist of every character. But to be frankly honest with you, I think that this anime deserves to be right here on the list. because of how comedy it is and how every character gets character development. But the main problem is that the character development is scattered all over the place because of the fact that its structure is really hard to do when you only have 12 fucking episodes. If it had 24 episodes, maybe you can establish more of the character developments of every character and why the fuck they're kooky and fucking nuts. But to be frankly honest with you, I think this anime deserves to be right here on number 32 because of the fact that it's really good. You guys can watch it. There's only 12 episodes. That's the other issue why it's this low on the list, this high up on the list. But with that being said, I had a really hard time making sure. I had a really hard time of putting this in the 30s or in the 20s, and I put this at number 32 because I think that it's close to border to number 29 because I can make a huge argument on why this anime is at number 29, number 30, or number 31. I can also make an argument with number 31, 30, and 29. They should be at number 32, or whether I put them in there. We're getting into the animes where it's really hard for me to close call on what animes deserve to be on this list, but I can make a huge argument that Wasteful Days of a High School Girl can be in the top 30 at least, or in the top 20. But the problem with the top 20 is the fact that the animes in the top 20 are too fucking good, and the fact that if it had more episodes, I'll probably put it at 20, like at 20 or 19. I will not make it any further beyond that. If it had more episodes, like if it had like 12 more episodes, I'll probably put in the 19 or 20th. But because it's too fucking short, and the fact that I just said it before, it does not go anywhere. If I made this list again, I might make an argument on my by myself that this anime deserves to be at number 29. But other than that, though, if it was longer, I can make a huge argument that it can be at number 19 or 20. But other than that, though, this anime is really fucking good. You should definitely fucking watch it. I just explained to you guys why I think that it's structure wise, when it comes to the character development, it's scattered all over the place, and the fact that the characters only interact with each other most of the time 3v3, and I don't like that status. Sometimes it's just one character interacting with one character, and it's like, dude, you have 12 episodes to establish all the characters, and that's my main gripe about it. It's still pretty fucking good, especially how limited of all the characters that have the screen time on it. But I think it's because of the fact that because of my favorite character does not show up in the second half of the season, which is episodes 6 through 12, less and less time. I think that this anime gets 32 because of that reason. All the other characters, though, they're still pretty funny as fuck, and you'll enjoy it anyway. But because I'm salty, and the fact that I like one character that doesn't show up in the second half that most of the time, I wish there was more development of that character. I had to put it number 32. So I hope you get. What do you guys think of Wasteful Days of a High School Girl? You should watch it. It's only 12 episodes. It's only gonna take you probably like less than half a day to watch it. But that being said, hope you have a nice positive day. Take care. Next up is number 31, and boy, am I gonna get a lot of hate for number 31. And we'll get to that tomorrow, later this afternoon, because you guys are gonna be pissed off when I mention number 31. Because you guys are like, why the fuck you not put it in the top 10, motherfucker? But we'll get to that when we get to that. Stay positive, everyone. Hope you have a nice positive day. Stay smiling all the time. If you can't, then just buy a fucking smile, like one of those fucking fake ass fucking clowns. Like, so stay positive, everyone.